Good morning, Jill here with Hillbilly Jilly's garden. Well, we spent a lot of time in the garden yesterday clipping all the powdery mildew leaves off. It revealed a couple of things to us. First, it revealed some new growth here that's coming up. It's beautiful. These might not have made it and they might not have seen the sunshine had we not did the clippings of the powdery mildew leaves. It also revealed quite a bit of fruit that we still have in there today. Some of them got more than others, but I think that they're going to survive. I think that they're going to bounce back and thrive. There's probably some leaves in there that we need to get more out of. We'll do some more clippings today. But you can see, we'll be fighting that powdery mildew probably through the end of this month, and then I think these squash plants will probably be gone, which is fine. We've been able to get quite a bit off, but you can see there's still quite a bit of fruit. The rest of the garden is doing fantastic. We have lots of tomatoes out there. We still have quite a bit of green beans that we're going to be able to pick and can. And I picked quite a few cucumbers yesterday that I'll be pickling today. When we clipped back the squash plants, it also revealed that our bell pepper plants and our jalapeno plants needed some more sunshine, so they're going to be able to thrive a little bit more probably through the end of this month. Anyway, we'll check back with you after we get in there and do a little bit more cleanup. These are the leaves that we did clip off all the squash and zucchini plants. We will not put these in the compost, they are diseased. It also revealed that there was some squash bugs in there, squash bug eggs and spider mite eggs. So hopefully we did a double whammy and took care of two problems at once. If we do see any more squash bugs or spider mites, we will make a spray of Dawn dishwashing soap and water, and we will spray them this afternoon. Well, you can see I was able to get in there and clean up some of these rows. There's a couple of reasons why I do this. I have to get in there and till to keep the weeds down, but also this old black gumbo dirt that you see that's still so wet. As I walk through there and I pick throughout the week, if it's wet like this, it gets hard as concrete when it dries. I get in there and mash it down when I'm working in it, and so I have to keep it tilled up in between the rows to fight the weeds and also to keep the dirt workable, otherwise it becomes solid as concrete. What I use is a Husqvarna tiller. I bought this about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was the best purchase I ever made. This thing starts the first time, every season. I've never had any issues with it, and it just keeps right on going. It is a counter rotating tiller, and it is self-propelled, so it does help me a whole lot. Okay guys, it's the end of the day on Sunday. We've gotten in here, we've clipped back the squash plants, gotten rid of the powdery mildew leaves. I've been able to get the tiller in there to get in between the rows and get the grass up, and also break up the soil so it's workable whenever I want to do my fall garden. So you can see we did some more trellising today. Those will come out by the end of the week looking really pretty. I've been able to spot about 8 cantaloupes. I know there's a lot more in there, but as you can see they're very bushy, and so it's hard for me to see them. And here's the tomato plants, and they are doing fantastic. I know that I probably should have pruned them back a little bit more, but here in Texas, once it gets 78 degrees at night and above, they stop flowering, so anything that had a flower on it, I left, because I just can't bring myself to clip it off knowing that there's going to be a tomato on it. So anyway, this is the end of the day. Get out there and garden. Hope you have a great weekend. Ready to start the work week again. Take care.